Ayaka, can you tell me a little bit about what is PalanAR?
Yes, of course. So we are a company called Palan. We are based in Tokyo, Japan. And we provide a service called PalanAR, which is a B2B AR creation tool for enterprises and digital agencies. So PalanAR is a platform that kind of serves as a great entry level solution to your AR. So even if you don't know any coding, what you can do is you can kind of choose your template and then you can kind of change your assets to assets that you like, and then you can resize them. You can make finishing touches, and then once you press save, it instantly gives you a URL that you can kind of access, and voila, yeah, your AR is created.
Yeah, so basically webAR without code.
Exactly. Yes.
Because you said voila, I will say très bien. Amazing. So can you
Thank you
explain
so much. Yeah.
can you explain a little bit about how you've integrated immersive VPS into the platform?
Sure. So actually, we've been used in a lot of marketing and promotions industries. So, for example, if you can imagine like AR experiences on food packaging or maybe beverage packaging, and also in maybe like movie releases or book releases or manga anime releases, like that's the kind of things that we're used in. We are also actually used by schools and universities that kind of give creators a chance to create AR, even if these students don't know how to code. Yeah, that's kind of our two main use cases. We've also been looking into some tourism use cases where a lot of maybe you might want to have some kind of projections on buildings or maybe like tourist landmarks. So that's kind of something that we've been working on. And we've actually integrated Immersal because we did have a kind of a VPS solution that covers a smaller scale, like maybe like within 10 meters. But we were looking for a solution that kind of covers a large scale. So we can do kind of like a citywide AR projection or maybe like a projection on a huge building. So that was something that we weren't able to provide previously. But yeah, we were lucky to find Immersal. And we were really amazed by really how wide of a scale we can really provide. One use case for Immersal that we were thinking of was a wayfinding maybe use case,
Mm.
especially indoors in a huge location. The video actually is outdoors, but we were kind of showing how big of an I guess like a sign you can show using AR, and also some integration with characters because a lot of people do ask whether it's possible to have characters kind of guiding you towards
Mm.
certain locations. So that's how we kind of show that you can really um, have a clear guide to where you're going with arrows and with signs and with characters. Yeah.
Can you tell me what has been traditionally like what is the challenge
Mhm.
doing this indoor in large spaces previously?
Yep, I think it's just that the big problem is that obviously Google Maps is not um doesn't recognize indoor wayfinding. So I think a lot of the use case was that especially during big expos or yeah, I guess places where they have a lot of events indoors. It's hard for people to find a certain location just by using Google Maps.
Yeah.
So I think that was one thing. Another thing was that people would people wanted more like a multilingual navigation,
Mm.
wayfinding navigation. Um, and that's also one reason that they kind of looked into AR because it would be nice to have like big text with that language that they have. Yeah,
And I guess that's difficult to achieve with kind of traditional GPS, right?
exactly. Just because it only gives you that overview from the outside, and you can never know which floor you're in or which exactly which place you're meant to be at. Yeah.
Okay. And now, what is the Snapdragon Spaces Pathfinder program?
Hmm. Yeah, so that's actually a program that Qualcomm has been doing. And we were luckily selected as their companies joining their programs.
Mm,
So yeah, we've been joining them from last year. What we're doing in this Snapdragon Spaces program is that we're actually kind of making compatible the ARs that you created on PalanAR to the Snapdragon Spaces XR developer platform. So now you can kind of use PalanAR to create ARs that you can have in head-worn AR spaces. So hopefully we will have something with Immersal, PalanAR, and Snapdragon spaces soon. But that would be something that we're kind of looking into in the future.
cool. Well, and finally,
Yeah.
speaking of the future,
Hmm.
what do you see in
Yes.
the next 4 or 5 years? Like, ideally, if
Hmm.
everything goes according to plan, what can we
Hmm.
expect? What can we imagine?
We're really excited towards the future. Um, so I think really what we're looking to is, um, I guess, three things. So first is our current marketing and promotion use case where we have more interesting, more interactive use cases with products. So it can be shampoos, it can be food and beverages, but there's more interaction, more personalized interactions. So this is something that we're looking into. In terms of what we're doing with Immersal, we're thinking of two cases. So the first is tourism, as I have said. Even in Singapore, there was a case in Marina Bay Sands where they've had big AR installations, and also just last week we had an AR projection in Orchard Road with illuminations and huge buildings. So that's kind of something that we're looking into tourism and a city-based AR projections, and obviously Immersal and us. So that's the second thing that we're looking into. And third, we're also looking into some kind of spatial ads or 3D advertisements. So if you've heard of the 3D advertisement billboard in Shinjuku, there's a huge installation of that. So, but we are thinking that we can do something similar with AR. So basically, you don't have to have monitors on that building. But once you kind of scan the building with your smartphone, you can have 3D AR ads coming out of the city. And we were thinking that this is something that we're looking forward to in the future. And we've had interest from our clients too.
Awesome.
Yep.
So the future is bright and exciting.
Yes, definitely. We're really excited for especially yeah, VPS use cases because I mean obviously we do work with other AR use cases like image targeting, world effects, and so on. But obviously, yeah, VPS is something that we've had a lot of interest in, not only in Japan but also in Singapore too. So yeah, just anything AR related and VPS related, we're really excited.
Cool. Ayaka, arigato.
ありがとうございます。